continue our series on idiomatic expression. We have done idiomatic expression part 1, part 2, this is part 3. If you miss those series, please refer back to our previous videos and follow from there to this point. So we're going to continue. Number 1, to tell a cock and bull story. To tell a cock and bull story. That means to tell an incredible or unbelievable story. Stories that people find it very difficult to believe or it may not be true. So if you tell somebody that, oh, please stop what you are telling me, this is like a cock and bull story. Stop telling me a cock and bull story. That means you don't believe that story. The story seems too far-fetched to be believed. It's incredible. So if somebody is telling you a cock and bull story, that means it's very difficult to believe that very story. Number 2, to take a French leave means to depart or go without permission. If you are working in an organization or an institution or in government, wherever you are working, and somebody confronts you, say, oh, but why did you decide to take a French leave? Or you decided to take a French leave. Why? That means you left without telling anybody. You left without formal permission from the organization. So if somebody says, please, we don't want anybody to take a French leave, that means we don't want anybody to leave without proper permission or without being allowed to go, sometimes secretly. Number 3, to take the bull by the horns. To take the bull by the horns, that is to solve or tackle the difficulty or problem bravely. Take the bull by the horns. That means you are out to solve the problem, okay? You are out to tackle the difficulty bravely without being afraid. That is to take the bulls by the horn. Very difficult situation, but you want to tackle that problem. You want to solve that problem. That is taking the bull by the horn. If you take the bull by the horn, that means you solve the problem bravely. Number 4, to give cold comfort. That is to offer no comfort at all. Like, a situation is very painful to somebody, and instead of you comforting the person, you are going to make fun. Okay? That means you are giving the person a cold comfort. That is no comfort at all. You are not offering any comfort. You are not making the person to feel a little bit relieved in that situation. That is a cold comfort. Number 5, to pass with flying colors. When you tell somebody that, oh, Fanta passed her examination with flying colors, it means that she did very well in that examination. So to pass with flying colors means to do very well in examination, to do very well. Number 6, to sit on the fence. To sit on the fence, that is, you are non-committal. That is to be non-committal. To be non-committal means you are not saying yes, you are not saying no. You are just like on the fence. You are not saying no, you are not promising the person that you are going to do it. You are not also saying you are not going to do it. Okay? So you are non-committal. So if you say somebody, if in a discussion, for example, you tell people in that discussion that, oh, please, in this discussion, when we come to deciding on what we are going to do, we don't want anybody to sit on the fence. That means we don't want anybody to say, oh, I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. Everybody has to decide. So we don't want anybody to sit on the fence. If you are giving a promise to somebody and you are not saying yes, you are not saying no, that means you are sitting on the fence. You are non-committed. You are not committing yourself to that. Number 7, to become a grass widow. That means you are a woman whose husband is not at home for some time. It's not that the husband is dead. No, your husband is not dead. But the husband is away, has traveled, or is not around for a long time. You say the person is a grass widow. If you say, oh, Fatu is a grass widow, it doesn't mean that the husband is dead. What you are saying is that the husband is not at home for quite some time. so she's a grass widow. Number 8, to be splitting hairs. That means to draw unnecessary difference or distinction. Splitting hairs. When you say, oh, please, in this particular discussion, we don't want to split hairs. Okay? We don't want to make unnecessary difference or distinction. We just want to discuss as one. So, no splitting of hairs. Number 9, to be hand in glove. That means to have intimate relations. To be hand in glove. When you say, oh, Suleiman and Fanta are hand in glove. Or I am hand in glove with my friends. That means we have intimate relations. We are not very far. We are very close friends. Okay? Hand in glove with somebody. Very close, intimate relations. Number 10, to kick the bucket means to die. When you say, oh, George has kicked the bucket, it means that George is dead. He's no longer alive. Oh, my friend, the other of my friend kicked the bucket the last time. A friend of mine kicked the bucket last week. That means the person is dead. Is dead. Is dead. Number 11, to be between the devil and the deep blue sea. To be between the devil and the deep blue sea. It means that the person is in a dilemma or confused situation. Very, very, very difficult situation. So, if the person is like turning left, there is problem. Turning right, there is problem. You say he or she is between the devil and the deep blue sea. That is in a dilemma, confused situation. Oh, I don't know about this, my friend. Is he really between the devil and the deep blue sea? That means turning left, there is problem. Right, there is problem. Going front, there is problem. Backward, there is problem. He is between the devil and the deep blue sea. The last one is to step off on the wrong foot. When you say somebody has stepped off on the wrong foot, that means the person has made an initial mistake. Oh, please, in this business we are going to do, we are going to be careful because we don't want to step off on the wrong foot. That means we don't want to make initial mistake. Please, you are traveling to so and so. You have to be careful not to step off on the wrong foot, not to make initial mistake. If you are doing this particular business, please be very careful not to step off on the wrong foot, not to make initial mistake. So to step off on the wrong foot means to make initial mistake. So we're going to stop here. This is part 3. Be on the lookout for part 4. If you like, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Please don't forget to share.